What if I told you that the animal you see around you today, beloved as a pet or revered in the wild, wasn't always the same? That it started as something entirely different, something wilder, something untamed. Imagine if your best friend or your biggest headache wasn't the way they are by accident. Welcome to the fascinating world of evolution, domestication, and the challenges of survival in the modern age. Today, we're diving into the story of Leila. Ever heard of her? No? Well, that's about to change. Let's rewind the clock way back. Leila's ancestors roamed the earth long before we showed up. Depending on who Leila is, we'll get to that soon. She might be one of the great survivors, shaped by millennia of environmental shifts. Whether she's a dog, a horse, a cat, or another creature entirely, her roots are deeply intertwined with the ecosystem. Picture it, a wild animal, fiercely independent, adapting to the harsh realities of the natural world, relying on its instincts to thrive. But over time, something incredible happened. Humans crossed paths with her ancestors. The first interaction, it wasn't love at first sight. In fact, we probably just saw them as another source of food or a wild force to tame. But little by little, humans saw potential in these creatures. Some of them helped with hunting, others with protection, and some, they just seemed to make good companions. Leila's evolution took a sharp turn when humans started to domesticate these animals. Through generations of selective breeding, we turned fierce hunters into household pets and mighty beasts into farm helpers. So, how did we get from wild to domesticated? Well, it wasn't an overnight change. It took patience, time, and sometimes a bit of luck. But those wild instincts, once necessary for survival, now took a back seat to adaptability, companionship, and even entertainment. But here's the twist. Along with that domestication came challenges. Let's talk about the role we've played in Leila's life. Because, for all our good intentions, we've been a complicated influence. Sure, domestication allowed for amazing partnerships. Think of the workhorses in agriculture, or the loyal dogs guarding our homes. But we didn't stop there, did we? We started tweaking their genetics, selectively breeding them to fit our needs, shaping them into what we thought was best for us. Ever noticed how some of your friends' pets look like they could star in their own reality show? The Real Housewives of Dog Park. Anyone chuckles. But here's the catch. This selective breeding comes at a cost. The traits we find cute or useful, like a dog with the most adorable tiny legs or a horse with the sleekest coats, sometimes come with genetic problems. Hip dysplasia in dogs, for example, or breathing difficulties in certain flat-faced breeds. These are the consequences of pushing evolution for our own desires. And Leila, in many ways, is paying the price. But it doesn't stop there. The challenges Leila faces are much more than just health issues. Our modern world has thrown a wrench into the delicate balance of survival. Habitat destruction, climate change, and the ever-growing influence of human activity have altered ecosystems. Some animals have adapted, while others are teetering on the edge of extinction. Take Leila's more wild cousins, for example. While many of us adore our domesticated pets, their wild counterparts are struggling to survive in a world that's rapidly changing. Elephants are being hunted for their tusks. Wolves, once a common sight in vast forests, are now pushed into smaller habitats. It's a harsh reality, and many animals are running out of places to hide. And let's not forget about the behaviors we've shaped. Ever notice how some pets seem, well, more needy than others? Domestication has created animals that rely on us for almost everything. And if we're not around, they struggle to survive on their own. In some cases, this dependency can make them vulnerable to modern-day threats like urbanization, pollution, and changing food sources. So, what does this say about us? Are we doing enough to ensure that the animals we've tamed who once roamed free in the wild are getting the treatment they deserve in the modern world? We've shaped these animals, but have we made them too dependent on us? And, in our pursuit of convenience and novelty, What are we sacrificing? There's a growing movement to preserve the balance. Conservation efforts are on the rise, and many of us are learning how to be better stewards of the planet and its creatures. But the question remains, can we undo the damage we've caused? Can we find a way to let Leland animals like her thrive in the modern world without losing their essence? Now, I want to hear from you. What do you think? Are we doing enough to ensure that Leila, whether a dog, a horse, or an entirely different creature, can flourish in today's world? Or have we gone too far? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's start a conversation. If you believe it's time to take action for the future of our beloved animals, hit that like button, share this video with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating insights into the world around us.